All right, welcome back in here off the bench. Remember, any sound you may need is brought back to you by Carriages of Baton Rouge. Good stuff with Hunt Palmer in hour number 1 talking about the LSU basketball situation. Tigers anticipating, or a meeting is scheduled for today with LSU administration and Will Wade. Supposed to take place this morning. Not sure how long it will last, but at least he'll have some type of movement with that situation with Wade and the basketball program. Tiger baseball program on the road versus Missouri this week. One of the incoming freshmen that got a lot of buzz in the offseason was Drew Bianco, of course, former LSU catcher Mike Bianco's son, and of course Bianco is Mike is the current head coach over at Ole Miss. Has been in that spot for 18 years. His son played at Oxford High School and was one of the top players on that team. Decided to come to LSU and then made some news right when he got to campus, in that he's going to play for the Baton Rouge Rougarou this offseason. A new minor league, summer league baseball team down here in the capital city, brought down by our good friend Uri Geva, who has great experience in this market and in this space, and kind enough flew in this morning on his own plane, piloted his plane over from College Station.
That's
and,
crazy.
Getting set to do a lot of business here before the Rougarou get going in a little over a month. Thanks for joining us. Good to see you.
Awesome. Glad to be here. Excited to be. Baton Rouge is just such a baseball community. Everybody's so excited about this team, and I'd love to share all. Not just Drew Bianca, being a player for the LSU Tigers this season, but then he continues on for the Rougarou. It's going to be a lot of fun this summer.
Absolutely. So you've got great experience here. You got a club in College Station. You got a club in Arkansas. Tell us a little bit about the league and kind of how it operates.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So a lot of people ask, hey, what is this? Is this minor league baseball? Is this affiliate ball? Are we getting the same thing as the Baby Cakes? Well, good news is we're not like the Baby Cakes. We are staying. We got a 5-year lease, and we're not going anywhere. So that's the good news. And the players themselves you can really relate to. These players are all college baseball players. Some of them played their high school ball here. They're all Division I, Division II junior college players, and they play with wood bats. So it's a little different than LSU baseball. You get the wood bat experience versus the aluminum. And the bats do break, unfortunately or fortunately. It's fun for the kids to take a souvenir. But we've got a lot of local talents from Lamar University. We've got Brandon Lambert. He played right here at Catholic High School, and several other players. And so that is the baseball portion. It is great baseball, Division I athletes from all around the country.
So when you compare, you're talking about like the Cape Cod League?
Exactly. So if you're into baseball and you know that there's affiliate baseball, there's independent baseball, and there's summer baseball, and that is actually college baseball, there's a bunch of leagues. There's over 20 leagues across the country. This is the Baton Rouge Rougarou are going to be playing in the Texas Collegiate League. So we're trying to win a championship in the Texas Collegiate League. I know we got to work on the name. We got to get them to change. This is their 16th season, so it might be a little harder.
TCL's not bad.
TCL, yeah, I just dropped the Texas portion, just call it the TCL. And so excited about being in the TCL. Our other two franchises that we own and operate, one, like we said, is over in Aggie land, so we don't like them already because Aggies, Tigers, we got that whole rivalry going. But the other franchise is up in Texarkana, and it's funny. I wore purple. I got a purple. I'm starting to wear purple. I'm here in Baton Rouge a lot. Got to own some purple gear. When I wear it in College Station, nobody thinks anything about it. When I wore it in Texarkana, people are going to ape. I mean, they were going crazy. Like, why are you wearing purple? And I'm like, why do people in Texarkana care about it? Apparently, the Arkansas thing, they can't stand purple. So just it's good to know. Don't wear purple in Texarkana. Yeah,
keep rocking that.
So are you an Aggie yourself?
I am an Aggie. I am an Aggie, and I do root for the Aggie. I do root for the Tigers. Wait. I root for the Tigers 364 days a year.
Yeah.
There's one football game that
not a good joke, Ernie. Kill his mic.
All right.
The 7 OTs last year. Were you at that game?
I was not. I was not. I gave my tickets away to some friends. We did Thanksgiving in California with some family. So
what's crazy is you've been very successful in other walks of life. I think you had a successful business, et cetera, right? So what then made you want to get involved in this? Like, what attracted you to getting into the summer league baseball game?
Well, I never looked at it as a baseball since this is just a conversation with the three of us. We can't, no one's going to know about this. And please don't tweet about it. But I'm not into baseball. All right. So, don't tell anyone. This is our little secret here. So, being not into baseball and being really into summer entertainment and family fun and looking at things to do with my kids, and there wasn't a lot of things going on in the summer. You got an 800-pound gorilla where I live in College Station called Texas A&M. Yeah. Similar to here, you got an 800-pound gorilla in LSU, and their season is up, and that's it. The students go home, and you're like, okay, what am I going to do? Go to bowling again? Go to movies again? And so, looking at that and the similarities between College Station and here are tremendous. And so what can we do? So 9 innings of entertainment. You get fireworks. You get the kids to run the bases every night. You get dollar beer on Thursdays, which makes sure that the college students really like dollar beer.
Yeah.
They don't come maybe on a Friday fireworks as much as they like the dollar beer. And then you get kids free Saturdays here and there. And you got, I mean, we've had a camel. I was actually in the car with my daughter this a couple of weeks ago, and she's like, "Hey, Dad, you know, what animal are we going to see this summer at the ballpark?" And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she, well, last year I got to ride on a camel, and we did armadillo races, and so what are we doing this year? And I'm like, "Dear, I don't know. That you got to ask the Bombers people. I'm focused on the Rougarou right now."
Yes.
And so, but that was really funny because that was her memory from last season. Wasn't the fact that the Bombers were first place, wasn't the fact that we had fireworks, wasn't the fact that we have bounce houses and a huge kid zone for her to play around.
Still
She was
pushing for
talking
that
about
pool.
camels.
Where are we on the pool? I was pushing for the pool.
Pool, maybe Lazy
Right
River.
field.
Maybe
Yeah.
do a Lazy
Yeah,
River
yeah.
one day.
Okay, so where are you guys playing?
So we'll be playing at Pete Goolsby Field, which is right here by the Governor's Mansion. A lot of people know where Memorial Stadium is.
Yeah.
Right next door to it, there's this little ballpark that's been around since 1956. For us, we look at it as a brand new facility because our other ballparks were built in the 40s. So, like, for 1956 is good. That's, you know,
the new model.
Uri likes 1956, new model here. And so, but it's not just a new model. We're going to invest into it. So we're adding some Founder stadium seats in the front rows. We're adding a whole new concourse area, about 10,000 square feet of concrete, where we'll have all these bounce houses and areas and Dippin' Dots and all the fun stuff for the kids to have. We're building
Love
a deck
Dippin' Dots.
on the field so you can actually be on the field with your best friends, 100-people group right there on the field. Enjoy it with a keg of beer, so that's a lot of fun. We're building that deck, new sound system, improving the net system, doing some fence work around, making sure that you're going to feel safe and secure and having a great time. Memories of a lifetime at Pete Goolsby Field with the Rougarou.
I love the priorities. It seems like y'all understand the attraction of beer drinking in these parks for
Margaritas
sure.
too.
I love margaritas.
Yeah,
Always down
yeah.
for some tequila as well. What about the pricing? So if it's about the family, like what are you kind of looking at for getting the family out there for a game?
No, absolutely. So a lot of people ask, cool, so is this going to be, it's affordable family fun is one of our core values as an organization. So we've got season tickets right now at half price, $5 a game. So a family of 4 can have season tickets for less than $500.
Yeah.
It's insane. I know. some
Family of
people-
4. So like 4 season tickets for less than $500.
Yeah, I mean,
Wow.
I guess, what is it?
We're not mass here.
We're not.
Yeah,
mass.
we
One
don't
forty
worry
tickets.
about it.
We'll take your word
It sounded good.
Five
You
sixty.
sounded good.
560.
You're
I'm
good.
sorry.
There you go. That's fine. That's
sorry. I didn't do the math. Now,
Approximately
$500.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and if you want all inclusive, we've got some premium seats that all you can eat, basically in seat service. Doesn't include the alcohol, but it does include soft drinks and water. And those are only $15 a game is where they start. So.
Wow.
And that includes your food and in-seat service and all that fun stuff. So we're having a good time. It's affordable. Tickets start at $10 if you're just coming at the gate, but most of the time we'll have different offers from $5, $7, $8 depending on some different packages. We have camps. We have Field of Dreams is a really fun program. If you're coaching Little League right now and you're like, man, I want to do something special for my team. One way to do it is do a Field of Dreams. It's 100% free for the kids, free for the coaches. They get to run on the field next to the Rougarou guys. So, like, hey, one of my best stories is we win the championship over at the Bombers, and my daughter played softball at the time, and she's like, hey, I want to say hi to Ben. And I'm like, who's Ben? You know, I'm not the baseball
you're like,
guy.
Dad doesn't like baseball. Wait,
So
what are you
who's
talking
Ben?
about?
So Ben
Is he running the
happens to
bounce
be
house?
Ben happens to be from Oklahoma University, pretty good baseball program, and we go up, and she tells me he's number 8. Okay, so we go say hi to number 8, and I'm like, congratulations, way to win. And she's smitten and talking to him. And then afterwards, I'm like, why did we say hi to number 8? Like, what's up with Ben? And she's like, well, I got to run on the field with him to center field, and he was so nice, and we talked, and that memory is lasting her the whole season. Again, doesn't care about fireworks, doesn't care about all this other stuff. For her, it was the Field of Dreams moment, and it's 100% free for anybody that wants to do it from a Little League perspective in the whole Baton Rouge
I
capital.
got to
Very
imagine
cool.
a testimony like that from you, the visionary, is kind of like we're onto something.
Yeah, I mean, look, my kids are the best example as to how to do things, and my daughters, luckily, they're not listening this morning. They're in school, right? So my
Download the app.
Yeah, she doesn't like it when I talk about it. But when she was 2 years old, we used to call it a victory lap. So the kids were running the bases only when the Bombers won. And in 2008, when that team was in its second season, we didn't win a lot. In fact, we lost 18 of 20 to wrap up the season. The only reason we made the playoff, every team made the playoff that season. So, woo, keeping the streak alive, right? So we make the playoffs, but the kids don't get to run the bases ever. And some game, we're down by like 8, 10 runs. And it's the bottom of the 7th, and my daughter's 2.5 years old, and we're like, hey, time to go. Let's go. And she's like, no, run the grass. All right, we're not running the grass, dear. We're losing by 1 million. It's not happening. She doesn't care. It's like, run the grass. And we're like, no, we got to go home, dear. Let's go. run the grass. And so after a while, we're like, why don't the kids run the bases every night?
I mean, yeah, it's like, right? Like,
She's
do the
telling
kids,
you.
do the kids actually care that much if they win or lose?
So the kids don't care. So now every one of our ballparks across the country, kids run the bases every single night. No matter we win, we lose, we have fireworks. We don't. Every night they run the bases. It's fun. They get a little a lollipop at the end, and everybody has a great time.
How's the listeners find out more about what's happening with you guys and get those season tickets like you were talking about?
Absolutely. Rougarou.com. ROUGAROU. Rougarou.com.
Let's tweet out that link.
And so you can definitely do that. We also a new website coming up next week with all of our schedule, all of the other. You can get your tickets now. You can do some other things. Now, the other cool thing about it, a lot of people, by the way, don't know what a Rougarou is. And
it's the like Cajun swamp monster.
There you go, Cajun swamp monster.
Right.
So a lot of people don't know that, and we have to educate them, which is a lot of fun because I think it's good when they want to know, hey, what's a Rougarou?
That's true. I mean, you think about the other teams in this league, they'd be like, what? Like,
I
thought it was Big Ed Alexander.
What's a Rougarou?
Good to see you.
Absolutely.
Uri Geva.
Pleasure to be here. Thanks
so much, man.
Rougarou.com. Rougarou.com to find out what's going on with the Baton Rouge Rougarou. They crank up their season in just over a month. Uri Geva is the president and CEO of the team. He's got great experience in the league. And remember, you can catch this interview online if you missed any of it at 1045ESPN.com. We'll be back and close it out.